We're going to learn Perek Tes Mishnah Beis. This Mishnah will have 4 parts. The first part of the Mishnah will discuss 5 cases that when a person hears or sees them, then a person has to make a special bracha. They are someone who sees comets, someone who feels earthquakes, someone who sees lightning, someone who hears thunder, or someone who sees strong winds. All of these 5 things are things that a person can hear and see from a distance. Then they make the bracha of Baruch Atah Hashem Elokeinu Melech HaOlam Shekoichoi Ugvurasai, that Hashem's strength and His might, Male Olam, fills the world. The second part of the Mishnah will discuss another 5 things that if a person sees them, then he has to make another special bracha. And they are someone who sees mountains, or hills, or seas, or rivers, or a desert. Then they make the bracha of Baruch Atah Hashem Elokeinu Melech HaOlam Oiseh Maaseh Berachos, who makes the works of creation. The third part of the Mishnah is the opinion of Rabbi Yehuda, who says that if someone sees the Great Sea once in every 30 days, the Great Sea can either refer to the Mediterranean or to the Atlantic, then he makes the special bracha of Baruch Atah Hashem Elokeinu Melech HaOlam She'asa Es Hayam HaGadol, who made the Great Sea. The fourth part of the Mishnah is that if there are 2 partners that own a field and it begins to rain, or if a person hears good news that benefits him and at least one other person, then they have to make the bracha of Baruch Atah Hashem Elokeinu Melech HaOlam HaTov VeHaMeitiv, that Hashem is good and is the doer of good for others. However, if a person hears bad news, then he has to make the bracha of Baruch Atah Hashem Elokeinu Melech HaOlam Dayan HaEmes, that Hashem is the true judge. We are now going to read the Mishnah inside. The first part of the Mishnah, the first 5 cases, that al hazikin on comets, v'al haziva'os and on earthquakes, v'al abrakim and on lightning, v'al hara'amim and on thunder, v'al haruchos and on strong winds. Omer, one says, Baruch, blessed. These words are not part of the Mishnah, but a person would then say, Hatah Hashem Elokeinu Melech HaOlam Shekoichoi Ugvurasai, that His strength and might, Male Olam, fills the world. The second part of the Mishnah, the next 5 cases, that if someone sees Al Heharim on mountains, Val Geva'os and on hills, the Al Hayamim and on seas, the Al Hanaharos and on rivers, the Al Hamidbaros and on deserts, then Omer, one says, Baruch, blessed. These next words are not part of the Mishnah, but he would say, Atah Hashem Elokeinu Melech HaOlam Oiseh Maaseh Berachos, who makes the works of creation. The third part of the Mishnah, Rabbi Yehuda Omer, Rabbi Yehuda says, Harayeh, someone who sees Es Hayam HaGadol, the Great Sea, whether that's the Mediterranean or perhaps the Atlantic, then Omer, he says, Baruch Atah Hashem Elokeinu Melech HaOlam She'asa Es Hayam HaGadol, who made the Great Sea. However, this is only bisman, in a time, Sharaya Oisei, when he sees it, Liprakim, occasionally, once in every 30 days. The fourth part of the Mishnah, Al Hageshamim, on rains, the Al Habesuros Toivos, and on the good news, Omer, one says, Baruch Atah Hashem Elokeinu Melech HaOlam HaTov, that Hashem is good, VeHaMeitiv, and does good, V'al Shmuos Ra'os, and on bad news, Omer, one says, Baruch Atah Hashem Elokeinu Melech HaOlam Dayan HaEmes, the true judge.